If you are attending a wedding this year, here is a makeup look that you can easily recreate and look special for the occasion. This is taught by me, a wedding hair and makeup artist of 16 years now, probably more than that now. I've done hundreds of brides, I've worked on hundreds of weddings. I'm always staying on top of the trends, and this look will be perfect for your 2025 wedding. So I'm going to start with a face primer, which is going to be the base. It's going to make my foundation stick on, stay on, and not get oily throughout the course of the day. Very important for a long wedding day. This is my favorite mineral primer by Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics. So the next product is going to be Stay Put Eye Primer, again by Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics. Yes, I retail this line online at my shop in Vancouver because I love it, but I will be using a variety of products today. So an eye primer is going to give it a beautiful even base for my eyeshadows to sit on, no creasing, and last all day. I'm just going to use my finger and go all over the lids. So next I'm going to apply my liquid foundation. I really love this one from Youngblood again. It is a sheer to medium coverage liquid foundation. Has a little bit of a dewy finish, but you can always make it matte by putting some powder on top. I like that dewy look. I tend to be a little bit dry combination skin type, so dewy is good for me, and of course we know that that dewy, healthy look is really trending in 2025. So I'm just going to test out colors, and then I'm going to use Youngblood's buffing brush to apply. I absolutely love this brush or anything similar. So next I'm going to use a combination of two products for my under eyes, and just for a little extra coverage in any areas that I feel that I need it. I'm going to use MAC's Prep and Prime Highlighter in Radiant Rose. This is one of my professional secret products. Whenever I use this on photo shoots, the photographers are always like, what did you use on the under eyes? It's this. And I'm also going to use the Studio Radiance MAC 24 Luminous Lift Concealer, which is a nice hydrating concealer that sets itself and doesn't require powder. And I want to use as minimal powder as possible because I have more dry skin. So I'm just going to paint right under the eye here and down the sides of my nose. This is with the highlighter. And you can do a little between the brows if you feel you need it. And I like to go in with the slightly warmer color concealer on top. Just a little bit. And if you have any little pimples that you need to cover, you can use this as well, or just any areas that you feel you need a little extra coverage. You can either pat it in with your fingers or a beauty blender. I think I'll use a beauty blender today. Nice beauty blender. Remember to dampen it before you use it. So many people use it dry and it literally just sucks up all of your product. So get it a little bit wet before you use it. That is the correct way to use it. So next I need to put some shape back into my face. So yes, I'm going to use a bronzer or contour to shape your face with contour. I'm going to use Youngblood's Soleil bronzer, which is nice and warm for my skin. And I'm just going to use that big, I don't know the name of this brush. I'll put it in the comments for you. But I'm going to use a big blending brush to go underneath my cheekbones here, along my jawline, give me a little bit of color at the top of the head. And then I'll use a bigger fluffy brush for the sides of my nose. As you can see right now that I've put the foundation on, my face is very flat, so I just need to put that shape back in. And if you ever make a mistake, you can use your foundation brush just to kind of blend something back. Would you believe that I just got back from a 2-week vacation? 1 week of it was in Spain in hot weather, and I'm still this pale. So when it comes to choosing your blush color, it really comes down to what you're wearing. And also you can look at the natural color in your lip and choose something somewhat similar, and that's always a good way to pick your blush. Honestly, I don't know what I'm wearing for this wedding, but I feel like, what color do I want to do right now? Let's see. I think I want to do this one, a little peachy. So these are the YSL blushes, Make Me Blush. They are a powder blush, but they're very much like a creamy consistency. So I've really been enjoying using these in my kit. You can either use your finger to just gently rub it on in the cheek area and pull it back up to give a little bit of a lift, or you could use a brush too if you prefer, like that. Doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. And the amount you put on is what you prefer as well. So for my highlight today, I'm going to do something a little different. I discovered this highlighter from Jones Road. It is the Miracle Balm Happy Hour. And so it's like a creamy, slightly shimmery product. And so what you have to do is you have to put your finger in the middle to break the product, and then you'll apply it with your fingers just by tapping it on. So I'm going to put this on the top of my cheekbones, and it gives more of that like from within kind of glow instead of a shimmery glow. So I really like that. It's really great for dry skin, more mature skin, or anyone who's looking for that kind of like Korean beauty kind of look, which is really trending this year. Now my foundation looks more like skin, I find, when you put that kind of dewy glow. Perfect. Let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to use this new Prada eyeshadow quad that I just got. It has some really pretty colors in that I would not normally pick, to be honest, but I did use them on a client yesterday, and I really like the pinks. So I'm going to use that for a bit more of a fresh, understated look and focus more on a smoked out winged liner and lashes today. So I'm going to use my finger so that it's applied nice and quickly. If you apply with your finger, you're going to get lots of pigment very quick, and then you can just blend it out really easily with your blending brush rather than doing so many layers. So I'm going to put the more matte peachy pink on first as my base. So I'll just apply it all over the lid, and I'm going to blend it with my blending brush into the crease. Little window wiper motions into the crease there, just to give that seamless finish. I really like these eyeshadows because they're almost got like this like velvety feel to them. Really pretty, powdery, again more like feels hydrating. Okay, now I'm going to apply some of this super sparkly pink, and I'm going to apply it again with my finger just on top. And I love how pigmented this is, like really fun for a party, which is essentially what a wedding is. It's a celebration, so you should definitely have sparkles. Of course, you could switch up the color shades to like more silvery or gold, depending on what your outfit is. And next I'm going to use that like slightly darker color here, or a lot darker actually, and a pencil brush just at the lash line for a little bit of a smoked out lash line look. And if you like, you can take it underneath a little bit too. And I think that's going to be it to my eyeshadow. I can move on to the eyeliner. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe. So next I want to make my lash line a little bit darker. So I'm going to use a black pencil. This one's from a line that I discovered recently that I absolutely love for my more mature clients, or hooded eyes as well, mono lids, anyone who struggles with that transfer of their eyeliner. This is from PRIMP, a line that advertises for 50+, but of course you can use it for whatever age. It's just super waterproof, but it's still blendable, and I really love that. So I'm just going to color my lash line a little bit darker. So I kind of just rough draw it on like that, and then I'm going to blend it. It does come with this like blending tool on the end, but I don't like it. So I'm going to switch to an angle brush. So all of these brushes are from Youngblood. I absolutely love their brushes. Just going to blend it into a little bit more of like the right shape, like a little bit more of a soft wing. So it's tapered to the inside of the eye as well. So a fun little trick is to add a cream to the inside of the eye, to the waterline. This unfortunately has been discontinued. It's from Youngblood, but there's lots of great cream colored eye pencils out there, and so it's just gonna like brighten the inner part of my eye, which I find just like opens my eye a little bit more and makes me look like my toddler didn't wake me up at 5 a.m. this morning. Subtle, but to me it makes a big difference. So next I'm going to go in with mascara, and I will use some individual lashes as well. I'm using the Beauty one, which I did sell at my salon, but we got rid of it. Sorry you guys, I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but it's a great mascara. So I'm going to do this top and bottom. So I'm just going to do my eyebrows before I get going with those individual lashes, but they're great for special occasions. You'll love them. So for my eyebrows today, I'm going to use Stud Eyebrows Styler by MAC. So I do like MAC, I'm sorry you guys. I know some people hate on MAC, but they have everything that I need. So I'm just going to use the brush on one end just to brush them through. I just kind of brush them up in the direction that they grow and just makes them as fluffy as possible. Then I've always kind of changed the brow style that I like, but at the moment I'm enjoying something a little bit softer but still with shape. I'm just going to go along the bottom and line it first, crisp that up, and then I'm going on the top to crisp that up, and then everything else is just going to be little hair strokes to lightly fill in the middle. I'm using a very light pressure so it doesn't make them like super dark or drawn on looking. And then you can periodically just take your little brush and brush the product through. I must admit, eyebrows are definitely my favorite thing. Doesn't that make like the world of difference? I do spend quite a bit of time on my eyebrows. Sisters, not twins. Now I can go in with my individuals. Just want them to kind of be mostly on the outsides, like a half, 3/4. I'm gonna use Fairy Lashes glue. I really like it, latex free. Dries quickly, and I sell it at my salon, and it's not that expensive, and it's amazing, and people love it. So excuse the mess, I've used these before, but I put my glue onto the palette here, and I'm going to pick one up like this, and grab it from, so I have control of the base, dip it into the glue, and I'm using tweezers, and then you just want to get it as close to the lash line as possible. And this might be a little difficult for me to do in the camera. Now let me check that it's actually on properly. I did good. I do know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna speed things up now, going a little bit faster, doing the exact same thing, getting glue on the end and just building up the outsides. This is especially important for me right now because I have not had time to get my Yumi lash lift and tint redone, so my eyelashes are looking very sad. But normally I'm on top of my appointments. It's hard being a mom and an entrepreneur. So once I get like a few longer ones on the outer corners and I like the volume, I'll start to use slightly shorter ones just to taper the inside, keeping that cat eye look. Yeah, this makes a huge difference. Like all of a sudden my makeup went from like a 7 to a 10. So I'm applying just a little bit of mascara just to help blend my natural lashes with the little false ones, and it also just helps them like pop a little bit more too. So this is the final look with the lashes added. It just gives like a little bit of extra volume into the corners, especially if you're a person like me that's used to getting a nice lash lift done. It's just like natural, doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, but it just adds a little something extra for a special occasion. Just one more thing that I have to add to the eyes. Charlotte Tilbury highlight. I do like a little bit of a twinkle on the inside of my eye. Twinkle is a must. Okay, next we're gonna finish off here, finish the look off with lips. So I'm gonna use the new Prada lipstick in Tepodo, I think it's called. It's the Prada monochrome lipstick, and it's a beautiful kind of like soft beigey pinky color. So I'll just put that on as my base really lightly, and then I'm going to use the Youngblood Malt lip liner just to crisp up the edges. Next, to finish off this look, I am going to use something from my new YSL order. It's so pretty. It's like a whole purse, this thing. Okay, I think I'm going to use, I just need the lightest one. So these are like the lip oils, which I absolutely love. This one's Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss. And if you are looking for a dupe, NYX has one that's also really nice too. But yeah, this looks prettier in your purse. It complements that glass skin with the Jones Road Happy Hour Miracle Balm perfectly. And it tastes kind of like peachy. Yum. So pretty. You could even wear these by itself as well. Would look beautiful as well. But I do like a good lip. So now that I'm happy with my finished wedding guest makeup look, which, you know, it's like it was done by a professional, I need to lock it in and make sure it lasts all day. So this setting spray from One Size is absolutely amazing. It's super mattifying, which I know we put all that dewiness into it, but it's really just going to mattify the T-zone for me and make sure that my makeup lasts all day. I love that it comes in an aerosol, so it's so easy to use. It's kind of like, feels like you're putting hairspray on your face. Very expensive product, but it's very worth it, and I carry this one in my kit. So here is the finished look. This is a beautiful look that will not outshine the bride, but it's going to match your gorgeous special occasion outfit and be really fun to wear all night long, and it's going to last all night too. All you need to do is top up that lip oil and everything else will stay in place all through the dancing sweating. I hope you had fun watching this. I hope you learned something about products, styling techniques, application techniques. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them down here for me. I'm all ears when it comes to things beauty, makeup, hair, skincare. You know me, I love that stuff. Thanks so much for watching and have fun at the wedding, you guys.